Hello sports fans, welcome to the Sport.ca show. I'm your host Aaron Daw. This is Canada's #1 online broadcast that features amateur sports and teams from all across this great sporting nation. We're broadcasting countrywide to highlight your sport, your team, and your stories. Send us all your sports stories, scores, and highlights, and tune into your show at Sport.ca where we bring it all together. This week's show has stories from Ontario, Nova Scotia, PEI, and Newfoundland. Let's begin with the Wildcat Teachers Hockey Club from Ontario. The February 26th trade deadline at 3 p.m. saw little action. However, the Dark team did make a move prior to the deadline, and the new addition, Scott Stackham High, suited up on deadline day in his Wildcat debut. A Parry Sound product, Stackham High made some key saves in this very tight game to lead his Dark squad to victory over the Whites. Both teams were playing short-sided with only 4 side. The one and only substitution completed an astonishing double duty coming off the bench for both teams. He was like Switzerland out there. Don't forget to watch the Pond Hockey Tournament on TSN with our very own Ryan Cullen in his television debut. Now on to Ontario soccer and the Barrie Spirit Girls 1994 team. The Barrie Spirit 94 girls had a successful tournament at the Saline Sports Park just outside of Buffalo, New York. The tournament was stacked with some very talented competition from the Rochester and Buffalo area. In the first game, Barrie played a very determined Greece Eclipse team. The Barrie girls carried the majority of the play, but the Greece team never backed down with a dangerous counterattack. The end result, Barrie girls won, Greece nothing. The second game had the girls facing a very well-organized and well-coached Doug Miller Soccer Academy team. The DMS girls were a very physical team. The physical play caught the Barrie girls off guard as they went into the half down by a goal. The Barrie coaches adjusted the game plan for the physical play during the break, and the Barrie girls came out with a new determination in the second half. The girls knotted 2 highlight reel goals to come away with a 2-1 victory and clinch first place in their division. Up next were the finals against the Rochester Football Club, a game which proved to be the most physical game they had ever played. Rochester took the lead at the 20-minute mark and continued to dominate physically, holding off every attack the Barrie girls could muster. The numerous stoppages for hard tackles made it difficult for the Spirit girls to sustain any momentum. Full credit to the Rochester team for a well-deserved 1-0 victory over our 94 Barrie Spirit girls. Now turning to hockey in Nova Scotia, the Western Valley Pee Wee AAA Spartans capped off a dominant weekend of hockey in Truro at the Alliant Mainland Pee Wee AAA Tournament. They finished the tournament going 6-0 and outscoring their opponents by a huge margin of 41-7, an average of almost 7 goals a game, or the average difference in a Leaf Senators game. The final game saw a tired Spartan squad square off against an aggressive Pick 2 team with the Mainland banner up for grabs. The Spartans came out strong with Kingston's Paul McKeegan finding the back of the net early in the game. Eric Chickman tailed 2 and Robert Patterson added 2 to lead the team to a 5-2 victory and completing a weekend sweep. 2 Spartan players were nominated to the Alliant Mainland Pee Wee AAA All-Star team, recognizing them for their consistent play all season. Congratulations to Robert Patterson on defense and Tyler Brown as a forward. Now turning to New Brunswick hockey and the Pee Wee AA male division. Congratulations to the Shadiac Capitals, winners of the Zone C playoffs, and the Sussex Rangers, who will be joining the host team, St. Stephen Storm, representing Zone B. Team rosters to be added soon, and a schedule has already been posted. Sussex versus St. Stephen will be opening the game March 28th at 12 o'clock at the W.C. O'Neill Arena, located in St. Andrews. Good luck to both teams. And now moving to PEI, as Summerside is off to the provincials in hockey. A 5-4 comeback victory by Summerside over Kings County moved the Caps into the provincials. Down 4-2 midway through the third, Brandon Adams, Michael Pendergast, and Brett Deegan scored to finish the game and the season for Kings County. Blaze Bridges had 4 points for the winners, and Evan Morrison 2 goals for the lowly Kings, who are now golfing. And now moving to Newfoundland and Newfoundland hockey. The United Town Pirates, the Midgets win. The Midget team defeated the Recreation League All-Stars last night 4-0. The Midgets brought their A game with great skating and tape passing. The Recreation League All-Stars are now considering trading Glenn Rogers and Lester Murphy for a bag of pucks and some pylons in hope of improving their team. Great game, Pirates. And now turning to my favorite league, the Grand Falls Windsor's Men's Basketball League. The finals of the Grand Falls Men's Basketball League saw the always dominant Daninis pitted against the never-thirsty Powerade team. Both of these teams have beaten down stiff competition to arrive at the finals. Powerade came out strong in this matchup, gaining a quick lead with a run-and-gun style offense. Danini stayed in the competition by dominating the paint and coming down with over 80% of the rebounds. Going into the half, Powerade held a small 9-point lead. During the half, Captain Corey King talked to his Danini's team about maintaining their composure going into the second half. Ironically, Captain Corey, the Sea Dog King, was later thrown out on personal fouls with about 8 minutes left in the game. That's over half of the fourth quarter. He left his teammates to finish the game with only 4 on the court. The second half of the game was as close as any fan could hope. The two teams traded leads back and forth until the final minute and 37 seconds of the fourth quarter, when Peter Morris drained a heartbreaking 3-ball from just outside the arc to put Powerade ahead by 7 and seal the victory. And the fact that Danini stayed in it that far into the fourth quarter just talks about the talent that's on this team. The final score, Powerade 71, Danini 62. And now it's time for scores and standings. For more information, please visit news.sport.ca. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show. It's our salute to the users of Sport.ca. This week's Smackdown of the Week, we're turning back to PEI, and the Pownell Red Devils defeated West Prince Regals 5-0. So that was a bit of a smackdown. This week's Player of the Season, we're going to do a little switch up this week at Sport.ca. We're turning back to the Men's Grand Falls Windsor Basketball League and Brian Cook of Powerade, who won the Sport.ca Player of the Year award. And there's Brian, looking like he just got out of jail. I wouldn't mess with that guy. I guess that's why he scores so many points. No one wants to mess with that guy. And as you know, Mark Dahl was awarded Coke's Most Dedicated Player of the Year award. This is a tremendous accomplishment, but one that certainly pales in comparison to Sport.ca's annual Most Disoriented Player award, which Mark won hands down for scoring on his own net earlier this season. And Mark, we would put a picture of you up there, but this week we decided, due to popular demand, that we'd stick a picture of Brian Cook back up there just for his tremendous play this season. And just because the guy scares me to death, so we're just putting him back up there. You were a dangerous man, Brian Cook. Our pitcher of the week, the Kinsman's Pee Wee hockey team, and it's the Ghouls versus Pinsman, Pee Wee Kinsman's team. And here's a great shot. Getting the puck in the air like that, man, a great shot. Whoever took that picture. Keep sending those photos in. The goaltender a little premature on getting the glove up, by the looks of it. Might have been a deflection, I don't know. But that's a great shot. Keep sending those in. And that's our show for today. We cover the sports that you are playing and watching. Whether it's hockey, soccer, basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, or any other sports you guys are playing, you send it to Sport.ca and we'll broadcast it.